So from the CT spawn, you have 3 main routes, one up to the right, one up to the left, and then one down here. They all interconnect and eventually end up on the passenger deck. You have stairwells on both sides. These connect to the kitchen in the mid. Then we have on the right the connector, on the left the connector. This has a squeaky door that enters the kitchen, and up here it now has like a vent. It's already broken, but it has like a sound emitter. Basically, when you break it, you know somebody can be camping up here. So if you try to take this corner, be mindful that there might be somebody up there. Other big so let me first walk you through the rest of the map. Hostage side. The interior of the elevator has been removed together with the hostage was in there. There is one spawn here, one here, and one here. And then we can go up to the outer deck and the bridge. So on the bridge, very top deck, there is also 3 hostage spawn points, one here, one in that corner, and one in front. There are connectors to vents, ladder up here, as well as a stairwell on the inside. For connectors to the bottom, there is the stairs here on left and right. These doors used to be open and they have been flipped with these ones that used to be closed, so the map will play differently. Other big changes are on the deck here. I added blockers because this used to be open rail, and the vehicles have been like rearranged a little bit to make it a little bit cleaner, as well as adding temporary blockers to make these sightlines a little bit cleaner. I do realize I forgot to do it on this side, but yeah, it should be better in the next version as well. So yeah, that's like the high level of the changes. Like 3 decks, very interconnected. If you're not careful, you will get flanked. And I'm also asking people to not exploit this flagpole. It is definitely not the intention. But yeah, that's basically it.
May I ask one thing though, before, because I
Sure.
haven't played this map before. What would you say are like the main choke points? Because I have no idea how the
Main
timings
choke
go.
points are usually the stairs here, or here, or here.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Murph and laid back. How good are you at the game? Either face level or premier rank. I've
Face
never
level
seen you guys.
7.
8.
Okay, so 7, 8. So I don't know which one of you said either, but that's okay. They're about the same. Peter, you make balancing difficult. Heck yeah, we'll go with this, guys. If we can get CTs to go to CT, T to T, we'll get started here pretty quick. Hi, Chimani. He can't hear me.
my god, somebody's spamming the door with an MG. Oh god. Oh, this might be too strong to hold out and up. Damn, what a twist. Nice. Ah, shit, he should have gone for the elevator. Oh my god.
Boom.
Yes, we should have played aggressive instead of
Yeah.
normal.
So,
It would take another game for us to really start getting around.
I'm alright.
I mean, we got no rounds. So.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest,
So-
I don't know how we got rounds on CT. I was
Because
like,
you've
I'm gonna
done-
get no
you've
kills, no
aggressive
rounds.
every
But
round.
It's just
I-
randomly
Yeah, more
completely like
passive.
No,
Personally,
it's
yeah.
just we.
you get a few lucky shots and then it's like 4 versus 2. and-
Shush.
On T side, I didn't even know I could be that aggressive as you guys. I was just holding like
Yeah, the
quarterback.
T's have so
Guys,
many
feedback time.
angles.
Guys,
time.
hello. Stop talking. Thank you. Who would like to go first? SVG cheese should be up.
I can.
Hi.
Shelter the Navigator.
Shelter, just
Open
give me
game,
1
yeah.
second and I'm spectating you.
No problem. I'm on CT sides.
Okay, go.
Alright, so, yeah, I think as many people said, the map is insanely T-sided, as most hostage are, but way more so. Yeah, the fact that CTs have to push into this meat grinder of a room. I mean, yeah, they got options around, but then here, you just get spammed by a Negev. Down here, that's not fun to deal with. The timings are, like, so spawn dependent that sometimes you were able to get around here and smoke. You have to quickly land a smoke here and get up here, or like that was pretty much only options. But sometimes I would like literally rush straight here, and there would already be an AWPer there before I even got around the corner and get mowed down immediately. Very infuriating to deal with. There is just a sheer plethora of angles people can be at once you get past the choke. Like going here, you got here. You push up a bit, they can be behind here, they can be around here, they can be like in the corner across the map. I think Raxer and I fought at this like weird angle, like he boosts up onto the tables here. Oh, crumbs, sorry. Yeah, here. Boosts up onto the tables here, and then there's this long, tiny head peak. I mean, if I was not poo at the game, this would be insanely abusable. And the fact that, because it's on like a sort of weird clipped edge, you can like get the tiny head peak. It's just an insane angle. There's a lot of that around the map. And I feel like, the fact that, I mean, yeah, technically you've also got the option of this lift here, lift shaft, but the fact that, CTs can literally just hold all the way up here and get a full angle of where T's can come from, they can see them here no matter what, it's crazy amount of information, it's just very strong in general. But this needs to be changed by the fact that CTs need to get an additional route that goes somewhere else and that's not through this kitchen. Maybe like open this up instead, or and like have a wall here. I don't know. It's your map, up to you, but just it needs to get changed. But I think my main point I was saying is you're at like kind of crossroads with this map in terms of its identity you want it to be. So you can either be a casual fun like map where you pretty much just need to make that route change, and then it can just be a silly map where you're having fun on hostages, much more hostage-based map, or you can make it slightly more competitive, but then you need to like do a lot of work in terms of clearing out just the amount of unnecessary clutter in this map, like these tables. I know it adds to the theme, but it just makes gameplay like very frustrating and annoying to deal with. It causes all these weird tiny angles that are just jarring to deal with. And you need to make the like paths more streamlined if you want to make them more competitively viable, because as a T especially, like you kind of just are overwhelmed with options of where to hold, and you kind of just end up wandering aimlessly looking for where the choke point is. And as I said, as a CT, you're just kind of lodged into this one little room. It's just a nightmare to deal with. So it's up to you what you want to do, but I would recommend if you want to keep this map competitive, you kind of need to overhaul the whole CT side of the map, because it's just so limiting and so frustrating to deal with. But that's about it. Cheers.
Question. Since the change flipped the doors at the T-spawn, spamming that door at the elevator with an MG is like very viable right now, and this did not used to be a thing.
This one.
If I were to put like a bullet blocker in this door so it would not be wall bangable, do you think that would be a viable option?
I would do it 100% because it's such a long sight line, and it's so important for CTs as well. It's so annoying to deal with.
Yep.
This whole area shouldn't be bangable. But I honestly, that's not your main concern. But yeah.
Feedback. Sorry, guys. Recently, with going off on tangents with feedback, we're trying to convince them to They can ask questions after general feedback. So add it up these settings.
So, so I agree with the previous speaker on everything. Basically, I think we're all kind of will be saying the same things. So the problem, well, first of all, I don't know what you want to do with this map. Do you want to be like competitively viable just for fun? But I think losing 0-12 as a city, it's not going to be fun anyway. Like, so what usually happens at the hostage maps is, for some reason, for cities there's like 2 entrance points, like at the office, right? And so at the like high level where people actually like learn the map, they're just throwing smokes and spamming them with Nejevs the entire round. And that's all they do. They like buy multiple Nejevs and they like walk and press G to kind of get them in the same place and just spawn the smokes. So what you want from a hostage map is having like a lot of options for the attackers, the CT, to enter, so the map can actually be playable. But this map is more interesting example of that, because not only the cities have like only 2 entrances or 3 or whatever, but also the Ts can rush, and they have a lot of entrances. Like, you're going here as a city, T can be like here at the bar, they have the superior timing. They can go down these stairs and pick you from here, or go here, or go here. Like, and what we did as a T's, as a defense, we just rushed from every angle, and the cities, they just can't do anything. So what needs to be like done, in my opinion, is like reverse this thing. So like CTs have superior timings and have more options. So the Ts, they are defending, and the cities have a lot of options of attacking. So Ts can like, what happens sometimes, like once, is when the cities got through somewhere, and as a T you don't know where. Like, they can be like at the top, jumping on you from here, I think, or they can be hiding somewhere and you're like confused. But that only happens rarely, like when someone died for some reason. But that, I think if that would be the case every round, where the Ts don't know where the CTs can come from, right? Some cheeky place. Again, it's not competitive, but I think it would be more fun. Like, also give some perhaps utility options. Like, I don't think you can like throw any smokes as a CT. Like, I mean, any long-term smokes where you like throw from the spawn into some entrance, like unusually on maps where you can like learn something. Or some boosts also might work, like as a more like fan casual map. You just can have some OP spots where a CT boosts someone, and just like the top thing, you can't like get here as a CT because you just controlled from so many angles. Like, there's one guy who plays once, one guy plays here, and you're screwed. Like, I couldn't get here as a city like ever. I think I only once was here, and it's such a cool like spot. So yeah, you might want to like rethink the way your sort of flow of the people going through a map works. That's all I have. Kind of.
Who would like to go next?
Can I go?
Yeah. Who's that? I'm sorry.
Sana, yeah, laid back
Yeah,
in game.
Stunning, go ahead.
Yeah, right. Okay, so first of all, there's I mean, a glaring issue. Just block this. It wasn't really fun running 12 rounds in a row here, getting to like 15 HP. Yeah, that's just one thing. But I feel like this fight is okay. Like, this is fairly balanced, but the T's get this. Like, this was really annoying to fight against. There were like 2 or 3 here, and they have like superior angles. So I feel like this staircase maybe could be like flipped some way, or like somewhat disconnected from this area, because the T's can just swarm this area with the timing. So this was just like a really T-sided area of the map. And maybe like give CTs some kind of a staircase earlier to get to the top deck, because I felt like this was really hard to deal with. Again, it's lucky you even get here, but then you also have this vent which is closed, and then you get this really cramped area. So it's like this is your only way. These two staircases, and they favor the T's so much. They are angled in a way that yeah, it's so good for the terrace. So I felt like I never got here because they were already like holding this. So maybe just like, I don't know, disconnect this area, make this inaccessible so they can't like swarm here. So they have to do this peak, or they have to come from the stairs. I think that might make it a little bit more balanced here. And I don't know if you could flip this or do something with it, but it was really frustrating because you almost never got. I think I got to the top floor like 2 times during the whole CT side. But I mean, other than that, yeah. So this whole area is just a meat grinder for terrorists. But other than that, cool map. Thanks.
Well, thank you for that. Who would like to go? I'm gonna start going down the list if nobody volunteers.
Can I
I'll
go?
go
Umbrella,
next. Okay.
Umbrella, then
can go.
cameras.
Alright. My name is Umbrella Game. I will start the city side. It felt like if I had like a good timing, a good position, like good spawn, I can get the cheeky kill on the guy upper sometimes or on the guy lower, and after that it just cascades in a little bit of randomness in general. Yeah. After that it just becomes in certain areas very difficult to like clear stuff because after you get past the kitchen area, you get on this area where you're just running in a lot of off angles and high dispos that I am just obnoxious to like go around. I was very scared to go anywhere, and it feels like I need to watch my whole 360 area usually because they can just flank, rush in multiple directions from upper keys, and then you have like to be careful the some of the tricky spots that some of the keys they can use from outside, I guess. It's very obnoxious, at least to the lower hostage. Upper is just a lot of 50-50 angles in most of the times. It's like I'm trying to clear that, then the right side, then I need to be careful to not be exposed from the left, then I need to clear the left corner. It's a lot, and I don't think it's possible in a 5v5 scenario. I think if it was like a 7v7 or more casual environment, I think it would be more balanced, I would say, between the two teams. Also, it doesn't help that there's a lot of cheek angles that you can use most of the times, especially this one here that I was trying to look around for a long time, and then I forgot that the hostage is not up here and is down. Anyways, retaking the hostage and going to city spawn in the hostage area, it's a nightmare as well. It's like I'm playing again the nightmare that I need to look on a lot of angles and directions just to clear someone that's going to be hiding in like a specific spot. And again, I need to look behind me as well because there's a lot of off angles and stuff like that that I need to be careful. So yeah. That's all that I have, I guess.
Well, thank you for that. Cameras, I see you type. Do you want to add more or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I think we got a couple left. Rexer and Peter.
Yeah, I can
Murph?
go. I can go.
Sure. Let's just go. Rexer, Peter.
Right. So, I mean, it was tough. I mean, I basically agree with everything that's been said. The mid's an absolute meat grinder, but I think there's a couple of more issues that play a role here. I think T's are very encouraged by the design of the map to actually fight in this meat grinder. Whereas I think of like Office, for example, right? The most played hostage map's trash, but how you win on Office is basically you stay back right near the hostages. You're not really encouraged to fight. As soon as you leave like your inner area, you have long lanes that are very advantageous for the CTs to take. Whereas this is not the case. It feels way more comfortable as T to play this main area as it does for CT, in my opinion. I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I'll point them out, and you can give some suggestions, and you feel free to ignore them. But for example, someone said that this fight here felt fair. I don't think so. This fight should be very disadvantageous for T's to take, right? I would remove this entire thing, make this a full body cover, and maybe even remove this middle thing. So T's actually have a larger risk exposing themselves here and taking this fight initially. I think that'll help a lot. Secondly, as a CT, right, as soon as you clear this, all right, what are your options, right? You can go through this door. A bunch of ridiculous angles through there as well, but okay. This has really rarely happened that actually someone got here, so that's for the next playtest until PS can get there. But if you go this way, right, you face two angles here, and you have no cover as CT, right? You face this upper angle, right? You can peek this, fair enough. But like if you want to go to the right side, you face the next super deep angle. Where are you supposed to go? Like if you face this guy back there, which is also insanely long and difficult to kill, but okay, different issue. You have no cover. Like you cannot go to the right. There's nothing here. You cannot go to the left because you get shot from the upper. There's no security here. So my suggestion would be to remove this row of seating, right? You know, like for realism doesn't make sense, but extend this wall to like here, pull out, like make this basically negative space in this area, so you can actually isolate the fight. So you can fight this upper guy, move to the right, actually get some cover, and then move around, which also will make this angle a lot shorter. And yeah, move around this piece of geometry, and then yeah, fight this guy, which will make this way more separated from each other. Another thing, this path through the vent, I think wasn't used like a lot at all. Mainly, I guess, because the negative spam, but even without the negative spam, I don't think this is the most intuitive path to use, because you walk forward, do a 180-degree turn on yourself, and do it again on the upstairs, just to go through this vent, which, let's be real, is also quite challenging to get through, right? I mean, making it through here as a CT probably isn't, yeah, probably don't have high chances of making it out of here. So I think, I don't know, my opinion is you should never turn back on yourself as basically the attacking team. I think this feels bad in any Counter-Strike map. I don't like it on Thera, T-Spawn. I think it's bad design. I think you should remake this somehow, so you actually walk forward. So maybe set the stairs somewhere else, starting further back, and maybe make this a little easier to get through, because yeah, I mean, no one went here, and I don't think the main reason for that is that this was spammed all the time. I think players got here at some point and still didn't want to go through here. It just doesn't feel good turning back on yourselves, and especially like 180 and 180 again. Yeah, I would try to avoid that. Yeah, I think. I mean, it's really difficult to say anything more about the map because no one ever got here, for example. So tough to say how that plays. I'm still not a fan of the split spawns, like in earlier versions. It feels weird. Like you have a set position you want to play, and for example, you spawn like, I don't know, 300 units further to the left, which changes up everything. Timing-wise, it's a bit, I don't know. Not the biggest fan. I think if they would spawn both in the middle and this was redesigned a bit, would be better. But yeah, that's definitely not the biggest issue, in my opinion. But yeah, changing this, making this like negative space here, having this path on the outside will make a big difference. Making this riskier for T's to peek, changes everything, and redesigning this upper path are my main 3 suggestions. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Rexer.
Can I go next?
Murph and then Peter.
Okay. I mean, first of all, this CT spawn is really good looking. In terms of gameplay, though, the CT side was really bad. I think it was Evandale who said like the dynamics of it should be the other way around. That T's have this kind of spot to actually be able to not to be able to push these positions, these contentious points here, while the CTs can push these positions. So if you flipped it, then it would make sense way more. But since TDs need to get to the objectives and then bring the objectives back to this position, it felt really, really bad. It felt really demotivating to play on this, and you were like not doing anything. There's no progress for CTs. Everything you pushed didn't even feel like progress because there was still like you didn't even get to the hostages. You didn't even get like didn't win any grounds on this map. So let's make it from an example, right? I'm going up this stairs, and right when I'm here, technically as T could be already in that position. And since there's no clear indication of I can throw certain nades, it's really tough. It's very far away. It's also a weird spot to molly or smoke or whatever. Even if I'm molly, like let's say I molly this, I don't have a smoke right now, but and a smoke popped off here for CTs. This is actually helps way more for Ts because they can just look up above the smoke, use the smoke for advantage, and just hide behind back. Everything here is so constructed that it's T-sided. Like this is T-sided. They can even like get progress here and push up and have like these positions. Look at these different angles they can hold. Like this is too strong, and then actually get even more of these, and then like this is these choke points is tough for CTs. Also, not only that, there's also another thing I want to tell you. Like, I try to stress test some stuff. Like I do that on some maps, like stress testing and meaning of if I get a certain spawn point, let's see how I get far and what happens if I just push through this. I did it like a few times, and I'm telling you, like, I'm going here, I'm already getting shot. I think the person here didn't kill me, but I'm here, I'm getting flash, I'm getting mollied. This person peeks me, this person peeks me. It's impossible for even like try to have a fast push. So you don't like it's not viable to push fast, even with 5, it's impossible. Like there's just death traps here, and this position from that and that position is insane. Like if you want to have a fun map, you should encourage on the map to have both possible, like having a fast play for the people who need to push, like CTs on hostage and Ts on bomb site, and also the slow play. It felt like you cannot fast push, and the slow play meant the Ts can get all the map control everywhere. The longer it took, the stronger the Ts are. So it was really impossible. Like even like let's say I get this position, I have to be always aware of this, and then like I was never safe at this position. So the most safe I felt was here, but you don't have this kind of position at this point because this is open. Like if I go here, even of course there was this position, this problem with the machine gun, but there wasn't even like the worst thing. It can happen, but the worst position was like this was always naded. Like someone I think pushed here literally and then naded that and then still pushed this easily, molly that, go here, nade this, and then as a CT, like let's say you actually got here and then going up the stairs, this feels like a long way to come here, right? Like you push all this way, stairs up even, and what you gained is nothing. Like this is a vent you still have to go through, and you don't even know what's behind this. Like you go here, and then this position is really bad to go out of. This is a 50-50. Like there could be someone already holding. There could be someone like if I go up here, like there could be someone. This is like a really bad spot to push out of. This doesn't feel. This is very T-sided as well because Ts get this very easily. Like I played this position, I can molly that, I can peek this fast and then smoke it, and then after the molly I can just hold it. This is like too easy from like. You don't even have to be crazy or anything. You can get like 2 people here easily. Everything here is T-sided. Everything like the content, like going out of this is really bad. And then actually, if you here and you think of going back, it's such a long way again. So you're wasting a lot of time, of your precious time, to get to the objectives. But going back to this to have this position, and then let's say you want to go here, and then you have to be aware of this could be pushed. Like going here, like this position is so deep that I have to like hold it like this, and then yeah, I think someone said like there's so many spots for T's. Like, you see this? Like, there could be someone behind. There could be someone behind, and I only have like 4 nades to throw. I can smoke like 1 spot maybe, and molly that. I don't know, and I still have to go through this position. I don't know, to progress, I guess. It felt really bad that one round where they had like 2 ops holding these sidelines. It was impossible without nades.
We got one more person to get to try to wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just bad overall for cities to push. That's why we saw a few hostage plays only. That's it.
Thank you. Peter.
Yeah, so Peter on T side. Yeah, it's decided. We heard that already. Especially this place, I abused it as a lot that he could just be here and shoot everybody, and fighting as a T fighting this is very advantageous. So cities just get blocked here, and this route is probably not a good idea anymore. So I was thinking maybe you could change timing, maybe the layout will downward. But then I was thinking, yeah, but if you do that, then the T's are not gonna push anymore. But we had it in the first half, and then we as cities tried to push in this room, and it was just a nightmare. It was just even if you get to the hostage, there's like these hidey places behind the windows I really don't like. I like a city there, nightmare, because how do you clear when the T is standing here? It's like flashing, no, mulling, no, smoking, maybe smoking. There's just no way you can handle these here. Yeah, most things have been said already. I think I was thinking like maybe you can have the timings here, but then as well, if you go out here, these will be standing up here fighting these angles, which cities are just gonna be dead. So I don't know how this map could be fixed and not be very T-sided at the moment. The only way I see it is maybe like you have another layer, maybe another route under, but I don't know. Yeah, that was my feedback.
Alright, thanks.
I'm not really gonna. I have a little bit of feedback. I'm not gonna echo it. I think this map would benefit a lot for T's having a safe path up to the second floor, because it wasn't
T's
ever
or
used.
CTs?
Because CTs, sorry,
Okay.
I'm getting my stuff backward. Because CTs can't really get up there. And it was underutilized. All the fights happened on the base floor in the kitchen. Almost every single round, it was a carbon copy of the same thing. I agree with the vent should be a breakable vent. The Nagav spam didn't help, but like you get up here and you have to make loud ass noise just to try to get upstairs. Because you have a squeaky door and a breakable vent on the same side, so there's nothing you can do quietly on that side of the map. That's basically all I have otherwise to everybody else's feedback.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out, coming to the playtest. I appreciate y'all's time. Hopefully that feedback was good for you, Martin.
Yeah, a whole lot to digest.
Yeah, there is. But hopefully we see this map again, and I look forward to it. You all have a great day or night wherever you're from. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for playing. Bye, guys.
Do you have any questions?
No, should be good.
Okay.
If you do, just post them in playtest. I'm sure people will answer. Take care, guys.
Alright, bye.
But
Bye.